mom told me I should wear these shoes because I'll look more like Ellen DeGeneres. But, so I thought I would start by introducing myself by sharing my Tinder profile. I think it really gets to the core of who I am as a person, and it also doubles as a pickup line. So it reads, hi, my name is Ella, but you can call me Della. I slice meat in a deli and live in my parents' basement, windowless basement. That's where they keep me. There are no windows. It gets pretty dark at night, and during the day. It's actually dark all the time. I'm a starving artist, financially, not literally. My mom keeps the fridge stocked pretty well, and I'm 31 years old and still single, hence why I'm on here. So, swipe right, am I right? Unfortunately, the app hasn't really been working. I don't know if I need to update my phone or what, but I don't know if I'm that committed. I really only Tinder while I'm driving, and I have a lot of commitment issues. That, and I don't like to be touched at all. And so, commitment issues and not wanting to be touched don't make for the best Tinder candidate. I was reading, I don't like to blame my parents for everything, but I was reading some Freud in bed the other night, and it kind of hit me. I had this aha moment of like, I think the reason I'm probably still single is because I was never touched as a child. And what I actually mean to say is that the most affection my parents have ever showed me growing up was one of these 5-second side hugs on my 16th birthday from my dad. It was a special moment. But my dad and I were really close. I love him a lot, and we have a great relationship. And he shows affection in other ways these days. So for example, has this ever happened to any of you? So I'm just kind of laying in my bed, bored on a Tuesday, and I thought to myself, you know, I'm really not that funny. Really not that funny, and I hate crowds. Really, really hate crowds. You know who else isn't that funny? My dad's not that funny. All right, okay, so this is kind of how ideas get started, and I just thought to myself, well, I know, this would be fun. What if we just sign up for how to be a stand-up comedian at a community college with my dad? So here we are today. That's why I'm in this class. And it's been a journey. It's been pretty fun, but we do kind of have a rule that I go first, because my dad has this tendency of stealing my material. And I know this because we live together and there's some privacy issues, but so my dad, it's like, Dad, my dating life is my own material. I've earned this on many countless unsuccessful dates, and for you to just like take that from me, it's not fair. So, but I think what he's really trying to get at is that he thinks that my 17-page list of what I'm looking for in a partner is a bit excessive and particular. And he might be right when it comes to like the first 5 pages, but ultimately what I'm looking for is someone just like me, but like a little bit better. Just a little bit better. And I really had no idea that that was going to be really hard to find. And I just kind of lost what I was trying to say. Yeah, so they say you shouldn't marry for money, but I'm really poor and I need money. My total adjusted gross income in 2017 was $11,341.08. And I confirmed with my mom that this is indeed low. I should mention I also adjunct teach art classes at UNO, and I actually get paid more money slicing ham than adjunct teaching. And so I was telling my art students like what I make, because I like to be one of those encouraging teachers that really kind of just warns the students, like, if you just keep following in this art path, you can be just like me. And one of my students afterwards, he raised his hand and he said, "Did you even try in 2017? And that's the thing, I didn't try, and I don't want to have to try. That's why I'm looking for someone that can try for me. And I know it's hypocritical, call me a hypocrite, but I am looking for a man that doesn't also live in his parents' basement. When you get two 30-somethings-year-olds living in your parents' basement, dating becomes problematic for reasons you might just assume. And so recently I started dating a boy. When I say boy, I mean man. He's 33. and he lives in his parents' basement. And but I found his story to be very, very promising because he used to sleep in the basement like me, but he has since recently moved on up in life to the main level, which I found to be extremely, extremely attractive. I love a man that wants to be even closer to his parents, his parents' bedroom. So, but I'm not sure it's gonna work out because I don't know if he's sad enough for me. I really only date sad boys. Again, I'm an artist. I really only date sad boys, but not currently suicidal boys. There's a fine line, and I don't care if in your past you maybe had a few failed attempts, but currently I would hope currently that you're not suicidal. So I was in New York a few weeks ago, and I met a suicidal man at a bar. I didn't know he was suicidal because he introduced himself by saying, "Hi, I want to kill myself." And I said, "Oh my gosh, that's so great. My name is Ella. You can call me Della." And we had a really lovely conversation. We kind of just talked about how he's going to kill himself, where he's going to kill himself, kind of the ethics of suicide, who's going to miss him, why he's going to kill himself. And he finally asked me, he's like, "Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Nebraska." And something in his eyes clicked. And it was at that moment that he no longer wanted to kill himself because he, for the first time, realized his life could be worse. And what I find so beautiful about this story is that he had never even been to Nebraska, and so it was just his perception, just his idea of Nebraska saved his life. So honestly, it's not for everyone, but Nebraska does save lives. And later, the encounter ended with him asking if I wanted to go find an alley somewhere to make out. And this is when living with your parents come in handy, because I just kind of had my dad on my shoulder being like, I remember Dad said, never go with a stranger, suicidal man to an alley to go make out. So I said no about that. But really the main reason I think I'm still single standing in front of you here today is because I aspire to be a cougar. And it's like, just not yet, you know? I still have a ways to go, age-wise, and it's difficult because I teach a lot of 18-year-old students, which is prime for cougarism. And so, like for example, the other day, this 18-year-old student came into my office, and just kidding, I don't have an office, I'm only adjunct, but he just stayed after class in a classroom, and he was like, "Hey, what does the handbook say about hanging out?" And let's be honest, I've never read the handbook. I don't get paid enough to read the handbook. But I just told him, I said, probably it says no. But I have to just keep telling myself patience, because there will be a time when that will be great. But I'm on my way. I just had a birthday recently. I turned 31, so I'm on my way. And it was a pretty good birthday. I didn't get any material gifts or anything I could open with my hands. But I got some vibes. I got some really good ones, good vibes, and I got some thoughts. They were pretty positive. No prayers, absolutely no prayers. It's 2018 and prayers aren't really trendy right now. I probably could have used a prayer or two though, because I got to see my grandma on my birthday, and she's so sweet. All in one breath, she was like, "Honey, happy birthday. I just want to let you know your grandpa's not going to make it past Christmas. Have fun tonight." And then she was like, "And we wanted to get you a car, but here's $20 instead, so have fun." And my car actually broke down on my birthday, but it was okay because it gave my parents an opportunity to drive me all the way downtown to the bar and drop me off in front of my friends, which made me feel pretty young at heart. And I really like to feel young most of the time. I was in the deli and this lady, she was trying to buy ham, and she asked me, she goes, "Do you think one ham is enough?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, enough for what?" "Enough to feed the entire church." And I'm like, Ooh, there's a lot of variables in that. I'm gonna assume probably not, but like, you know, miracles do happen, and so I'm slicing her ham, and she's just staring at me. I really prefer the customers who don't stare at you while you're slicing their ham. Like, just browse, do something else, but she's making eye contact, and she looks me straight in the eyes, and she goes, "Honey, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And, ma'am, I am grown up, pretty grown up, and how dare you think I'd want to be doing anything other than slicing your ham? But the deli is a glass case of complexities, let me tell you. Ordering meat is very complicated. I had one man come up to the deli and clearly had no clue what he was doing, and I approached him and I was like, "How can I help you today?" And he goes, "Well, it's my first time." And I'm like, "Congratulations, you've made it this far. That's the hardest part." Okay, so this is going to be special. Everyone says your first time is special. I'm glad I can assist you through this. And I directed him towards ham because ham is for men, it's a known fact. Turkey is for suburban women. And so I asked him how much ham he wanted, and he goes, "Well, what are my options for measuring meat?" And you might think that's kind of a dumb question, but honestly, it gets very complicated. There's people that don't know math at all. You know, yes, I'll take a half pound, I want less than half a pound of turkey, but I don't know how to say that. I don't either. I'm an art major, not a math major. I really prefer the people that talk more in handfuls, like, "Yeah, I'll take a wad of turkey." "You want how much?" "Just a wad, a good wad." "Okay, a good wad, we'll just kind of put a good wad up there." Or like, "Give me 36 slices laid flat, but no need to be exact." Okay, so that's good. Or you could be an asshole like the guy who ordered 15 pounds of the deli-shaved ham individually wrapped. I'm like, "Okay, well it's gonna take a while. You can just feel free to shop while I do that." "No, I'll watch." "Okay, all right, you can watch me." But it's a great place to meet men too, the deli. And this one guy, he wanted, "I'll just take 2 slices of the Black Forest ham. I know it's not much, but I'm single." "Oh my gosh, me too. Nice to meet you. My name is Della. You can call me Della." I had a suburban mom and her sorority daughter approach the deli, and she asked me, "Yeah, we're looking for the purest turkey." "The purest turkey?" "Yeah, the purest turkey in all suburbia." All right, well, that's definitely not the smoked turkey that's full of nicotine. Probably the golden brown. We'll go with the golden brown. And then she's like, "You know, but no nitrates. It can't have any nitrates in it." And so, you know, I let them give a sample, and the daughter's chewing it. "Mom, I can taste the nitrates. I can literally taste the nitrates." I'm like, "Really? You can taste the nitrates? Do you want to argue with our laminated no nitrates?" But I would love to know what a nitrate tastes like. But after a long day of work at the deli, I like to treat myself to a 90-minute or longer massage at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Have any of you ever been there?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, have you got a massage there?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's you can go longer than 90 minutes. On Saturdays, they're open from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. There's really no time limit. There's 2 rows of really expensive chairs. They're like $6,000 a chair, but it's free. And after like hour 3, they don't even question. They don't ask you if you're gonna buy the chair. They kind of just like they know. And so, you know, last time I was there, I had to kind of wait my turn. It's really busy on Saturdays, but I sat down to these 2 girls that were going on hour 3, and the one girl's just shaking there and vibrating, and she's like, "I really feel my baby kicking." And I was like, "You have a baby in there?" And she's like, 6 months, going on 6 months. And so that's one of my favorite. And my favorite thing to do is I just listen. I sit in the chair, I vibrate for a couple hours, and I just listen to couples trying out lazy boy chairs. So I thought I would end with kind of sharing what I like to call lazy boy poetry. And I just record what couples say. So I'm going to read an excerpt from that. And I don't change any of the words. So, This is nice here. Oh, I want to sit on that. You like that one? I can't get it to go down. Show him how to do it. Isn't that nice? It's a nice chair. Yeah, it is. Oh my word, this feels so nice. Are all of them this wide? Do you think it's too wide? These are the big man ones. Will it even fit? It might not fit. None of them, it might not fit. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fit, Gladys. Yeah, make sure it'll fit. Maybe go home and measure. Maybe she needs a skinnier boyfriend. Did you see the cuddlers? It's a chair and a half. She would love sitting in this. She might not like leaning back. She might like to be straight up. This is nice. I don't want no rocker. I can't get it to go down. It takes a lot of time to move it down. I have a hard time leaning it back. See, I have to push it to get it to go down. Isn't that nice? My back is in heaven. Yeah, but that lift chair I have is a joke. This one fits my big square butt. Sit in it with me. Isn't it big? Do you like that one? You like that color? They call it slate. I don't know, I don't feel safe in it. I don't think it's big enough. I'd rather have everything match. I wonder if you should take a picture. Should we take a picture together? You got a lazy life, boy. It is kind of lazy. I need to get out of here. I can't get up. Isn't that crazy? Can you help me out? All right, I'm gonna go sit down now. Thank you.